The Nigerian National League, the NNL. Of course, the dates for the Super 8 tournament for the Nigerian National League that will see teams get promoted to the Nigerian Premier Football League, the NPFL. The story this morning is that the Nigerian National League, the NNL, they have promised a level playing ground for the participating teams at the forthcoming Nigerian National League Super 8 playoff that is scheduled to be held in Asaba, Delta State from July the 5th to the 12th of this year. Of June. This is very important. The playoffs, the Super 8 playoffs, the Nigerian National League. We did see that happen last year. That brought the likes of Ikorodu, City to the NPFL, and this time around, some very, very tough teams will be competing from July the 5th to the 12th in Asaba.
Well, I think the luckiest of them, or the luckiest of them, I think in that lot would be Warri Wolves for some reasons, really. I mean, they're playing the Super 6,
in
Super
their own
8,
state.
in their own state. So if you do not pick a ticket or pick up a ticket, with this kind of advantage gifted you, then you do not even deserve to be playing football in the league. But the names you mentioned there, Warri Wolves, of course, an established team in Nigerian football. Osun United, they've also had their own fair share of experience over the years. Crown FC of Ogbomoso. They're not just coming around right now.
They were in the league some time ago.
Con Khalifa, they're putting a lot of resources. I think it's a privately owned team.
Yeah, privately owned team
in Imo State. So we must also look out for them as well. Wiki Tourist, wow, they need no introduction at all, right?
Coach Abdul Meikaba.
He's managing them. Yobe Desert Stars, they were in the league, some not too long ago.
About 5-6 years ago.
Doma FC, who also lost their Premier League status about two seasons ago. And then Barra is also another team that's creating a lot of impact, in Nigerian football. I mean, the team is owned by the
Deputy Senate
President.
So Senator Jibrin Barrow.
I mean, he's putting a lot of resources. I saw them in Abuja. One went for the President's Federations Cup when Ahudane played that game against Plateau United. Of course, they were in Abuja as well. I mean, looking all well packaged, brand new buses, well kitted. The players looked good. Just the proper way a football team should look. But I still look that way, and I'm not surprised that they've made their way into the playoffs, for the NNL. And this is a big opportunity for them to have a chance to have a shot at the NPFL. That's where that's the elite division of Nigerian club football is concerned. So for these teams, I wish them the very best. I wouldn't know which team is going to come to the party. There's a difference between being a good team
and going to the playoffs,
and a different team going to a playoff and standing up, to be counted.
True.
A lot of teams go there and then they just wither away. They look shy. They look overwhelmed. They look, like they're lost. Why some teams go and then quickly get into the mode of competition. So only time will tell. From the 5th of July through the 12th, we'll get to see high competitive football, from these teams. And whoever, 4 teams, right?
Yeah.
And whoever gets that ticket
two from each conference.
Whoever gets the ticket to the NPFL, then that's going to be a great story. And for George Allo, I think I must commend him really. I mean, since he was tasked with this responsibility about 2 years ago or last year,
2 seasons.
I think there's been some kind of changes to the NNL. We've not seen a lot of complaints, issues of bad officiating and all of those stuff. Yes, they are always going to be there. Those things are going to be there. But I think his presence or his ability to manage the NNL has somewhat reduced all of those negative stories from the NNL. So I'm looking forward to this to see how it eventually turns out. And like I said, anybody who qualifies or those who qualify to the NPFL eventually, it's going to be a good thing to see. Whether or not they might qualify and then sell their slot, it's going to be a different argument entirely again.
That's another thing.
We saw Beyond Limits, achieve that
to
last year. So to Hadland, we hear Hadland also knocking on the door already.
Lobby Stars too, knocking on the door
of these teams. So let's see. Our fingers are crossed now.
Anyways, we will be speaking to George Alao, the NNL chairman. He's going to be talking to us on this program, of course. Hopefully, much later today, we'll get to feel what he's got to say.